Now, as we heard earlier in the news, legendary primatologist and conservationist Jane Goodall has passed away at the age of 91.
Yeah, for more, we're joined by entertainment editor Peter Ford. Pete, Jane was one of the first conservationists to become a genuine star.
Yeah, she was. The backstory is quite interesting, actually. There were three women, young women, who were chosen by an anthropologist to go to Africa and to study the apes. Now, one of them is Dian Fossey, I'll come back to. Another one was a lady called Baruta Galdicus. She kind of fell by the wayside. She's still alive, but there was some controversy attached to her. But certainly in the case of Jane, she went on to have this extraordinary life, not just doing her work, but becoming a celebrity and becoming a brand. And if you look at Jane Goodall, you can find a Barbie doll that came out as a tribute to Jane Goodall. You know, there's endless books. I think she wrote 25 books. There's documentaries. You can go on Jane Goodall tours of Africa. I mean, she's not there taking the tour, but it's named in her honour and supervised by her. So it became a huge enterprise. Her speaking engagements always sold out. She was about to do one tomorrow. That's why she was in Los Angeles. She was here last year, sold out everywhere, doing gigs right around Australia and New Zealand. So wouldn't we all wish to be 91 and to still be relevant and still making a difference in the world? And she was absolutely doing that. But I did want to mention Dian Fossey again, because Dian Fossey is less known, but people would remember the movie Gorillas in the Mist, in which Sigourney Weaver played Dian Fossey, and our own Brian Brown was the co-star on that, and she sadly was murdered. So she didn't get to have the life that Jane got to have, even though, as I say, they started out together, almost the same age. You know, Diane sadly didn't get to do those kind of things that Jane did embrace and got to do so effectively by way of being able to get money in to keep her projects going. So a remarkable woman and a great life.
Yeah, true pioneers there, Pete. Look, moving on, the internet is not letting the news of Nicole and Keith's split die down anytime soon, is it? Keith Urban fans, they've turned on him this morning, some even labelling the singer disgusting. What's happened here?
Yeah, such is life in the public eye. I don't intend to be analysing every crazy rumour and stuff that comes up, but this is one that has played out very publicly, so I think it's worthy of talking about. So there is a song that came out about 10 years ago called The Fighter, a song that Keith brought out. He actually recorded it with Carrie Underwood. Here you can see Nicole and Keith performing it together, a bit of car karaoke there. Look how she just adores him, doesn't she? Just adores him. Anyway, this is about 9 years ago now, and that song is still part of his act. Now, recently he's been doing it, but he's been changing the lyrics. So instead of singing, "I'll be there for you, baby," he's been singing, "I'll be there for you, Maggie. I'll be your guitar player, Maggie." Now, Maggie is Maggie War. She is a guitarist in his band. She's 25 years old. She's got an interesting backstory. She first went to Nashville at 13 years old, writing songs, and she slowly but surely got a name out there, got going, already has a solo album out, but she's certainly not a household name, I guess one would say, until now. So, interestingly, I think this perhaps would otherwise have gone unnoticed, except Maggie herself decided to get onto her Instagram in almost a kind of a boastful, excited schoolgirl way that Keith had chosen to change the lyrics to actually mention her name. So that's why everyone's tongues are wagging. Now, what you'll see in a minute is what she's put up on her social media, and she's chosen to put these words up alongside it. Take a look. I don't know why you would want to do that. It just seems to be an odd move to me to want to be, you know, knowing the backstory, which I'm sure she knew, that it's a love song, a tribute to Nicole, to then want to go and say, hey, it's about me now, folks. I find that an odd move.
Certainly interesting, and is certainly keeping the wheels of the internet churning. Yeah. It is business as usual for Nicole and Keith's daughter. This is Sunday Rose.
Yeah, you got to feel for the daughters, of course. I mean, and Sunday Rose, as we've spoken about the last few months, you know, she's got her own things happening now. She's doing things, and here she is in Paris at the Dior show. Doesn't get much more big time than that when you're an aspiring model, and she's strutting her stuff and she looks great, and I'm sure she's got a great career ahead of her. But of course at the moment, presumably everywhere she goes, every red carpet she walks on, every reception after this, you know, they'll be saying, what's happening with your mum and dad? So it's a tough time for hers, but we wish her well. Interestingly also, Nicole has got a new project. It's been confirmed today that Lioness, one of the many TV series that she's involved in, has been commissioned for a third series. So that is now 8 upcoming projects, TV shows and movies that Nicole is signed on to do. Now, I said yesterday when it was revealed that she's going to be having more than 300 days a year as the primary carer of the kids, maybe she's going to be pulling back on her commitments because the schedule she works is absolutely punishing. But at this point in time, she's still committed to 8 upcoming projects.
Yeah, she's terrific in Lioness.
She is.
She plays like the hard-nosed, like head of the CIA or something.
Oh, yeah, she's a powerhouse, isn't she?
She's terrific. Okay.
And Pete, we've been given our first look at the next season of the Kardashians, I believe.
Yes, season 7. You don't need much build-up from me. Look out for Rob Kardashian. Also, Caitlyn's back. Have a look at this. There is a lot to unpack there. There's a lot to unpack. I love Glenn Close with the martini glass, personally.
That iconic. You know, there's iconic. That's iconic. Glenn Close in Kris Jenner's home. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Pete. We'll check in with you later in the show.
Bye.